All right, here's some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay. It's from last weekend's alpha session event. I'm playing 6v6 team deathmatch. It's my first game with the alpha. As you can see, I've got 5 classes, custom classes that are inspired by the Metal Gear series. And you'll notice that the top letter box shows just stats and performance for each map and mode. And because I haven't really played this alpha yet at the time, I don't have any stats to show. But it's some nice information along with my character's health bar in the lower left corner. What I'm doing here is I'm actually looking for the map. Not the mini map, but the full map. And unlike other COD games, it's not immediately accessible from the pause menu. You have to go to the scoreboard and then go to the next page, which is not the most intuitive in my view because it's not typical for COD games. Going to this gameplay, I've gotten a kill already. This game calls them eliminations. My understanding is that you get points, get score for either finishing off another player or contributing to that player's death. So the assist system doesn't really apply. Oh, right. So there's no in-game audio because I didn't realize that my setup wasn't complete or correct. But honestly, you're not missing much because I know it's the elephant in the room, but for all the improvements that Cold War seems to make over Modern Warfare, it does not look, sound, or move nearly as well as Modern Warfare 2019. And that's because this game obviously does not use the same engine. I mean, I suspect it's because this game started the development of this game started well before the latest COD engine was completed, and that's why the developers have reworked assets from their prior games. I haven't played Black Ops 4, but I have played World War II, and honestly, playing this game kind of took me back to that time. So, I mean, I didn't pick up World War II when it came out. I picked it up a year or two ago. So the game had already been out for a while. Sledgehammer kind of addressed people's main complaints with the game in terms of the battalion system and whatnot. The loot box, well, people still had issue with the loot box system, and that was still in place. But yeah, so this game is definitely more fast-paced compared to Modern Warfare, but character models, the weapon models, the animations, it just looks and feels so low rent compared to Modern Warfare. And I do remember COD influencers, YouTubers who were invited to the closed access event mentioning that this game would not have the same mechanics. And that kind of clued me into the fact that it wasn't using the latest COD engine. At the time, I kind of underestimated how that would hinder my enjoyment of this game. I just played a handful of games on the Friday, a few more on the Saturday, and then a few more on the Sunday of the weekend. But I would say after a handful of games, I was already bored with the alpha. I mean, there's some minor improvements in terms of the information that's available, like besides the health bars, the head-to-head stats that you have with players on the other team when you're watching the kill cam, the gunsmith attachments, their pros and cons being represented as percentages. That's appreciated, but like the core, the meat and potatoes of the game, the way it looks and feels, it's really a step back. And I feel it's kind of, as a consumer, I feel kind of insulted, honestly. Like, I recognize that Activision is a publicly traded company and they're under pressure to, like, have this game a year after the release of Modern Warfare, but I mean, I don't know, having second thoughts. I'm probably not going to pick it up at launch, and I'm not sure if I'll pick it up at all. I probably will when it's like at a deep discount, like a year or two after its release, kind of like what I've done with World War II. But I really think they should have waited a year, used the latest COD engine, make the changes that they've made to make it faster pace. I don't have an issue with using score streaks instead of kill streaks, or like removing the assist system in favor of an elimination system, but like, I know, it's like the elephant in the room. I feel like some people don't want to acknowledge that it is a step back for the franchise. And any improvements that they've made with Cold War, they could have easily done with the Modern Warfare engine,